In the vast, sprawling universe of superheroes, there are gods, aliens, and billionaires in high-tech suits. But then there's a king. A king not just by birthright, but by character, strength, and an unyielding commitment to his people. I'm talking, of course, about T'Challa, the Black Panther. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the king who fought not just for victory, but for legacy and honor. So, who is the Black Panther? Before he was a global icon, he was the Prince of Wakanda, a technologically advanced, hidden nation in Africa. For centuries, Wakanda thrived in secret, powered by the incredible metal Vibranium. The mantle of the Black Panther, the nation's sworn protector, is passed down through generations of the royal family. But it's not just given, it has to be earned. T'Challa's journey truly begins with a tragedy. The death of his father, King T'Chaka, thrusts him onto the throne. Suddenly, he's not just a prince anymore. He's a king, responsible for the safety and future of his entire nation. His first challenge is internal. He must undergo a sacred ritual, consuming the heart-shaped herb, a plant mutated by Vibranium that grants the Black Panther his superhuman strength, speed, and agility. This ritual connects him to the Panther god Bast and to all the Black Panthers who came before him. It's a spiritual and physical transformation, linking him to the very soul of his homeland. But becoming king is more than just a ceremony. T'Challa immediately faces a world that is knocking on Wakanda's door. For so long, Wakanda's greatest strength was its isolation. They watched the world from afar, protecting their resources and their way of life. T'Challa inherits this policy of isolationism, a legacy passed down by his father and his ancestors. But is it the right path? This is the central conflict that defines his reign. His first real test comes from within his own borders. We meet Ulysses Clawy, a black market arms dealer who is one of the few outsiders to have ever infiltrated Wakanda and stolen Vibranium. For T'Challa, capturing Clawy isn't just about justice. It's about righting a wrong that has haunted his family for years. It's a matter of honor. This pursuit takes him out of Wakanda and into the wider world, forcing him to operate on an international stage. But the true challenge to his throne and his ideology arrives in the form of a man named Eric Stevens, also known as Killmonger. Killmonger is not just some random villain. His story is deeply, tragically intertwined with Wakanda's. He is T'Challa's cousin, the son of Prince Nebu, who was cast out and left behind in America by T'Chaka. Killmonger grew up an orphan, witnessing the suffering and oppression of people of African descent around the world. He sees Wakanda's isolation not as a form of protection, but as a betrayal. With all its power and technology, why didn't Wakanda help? This question is the core of his rage. He trained his entire life for one purpose, to take the throne and use Wakanda as power to arm the oppressed and start a global revolution. The conflict between T'Challa and Killmonger is one of the most compelling in cinematic history because it's not a simple battle of good versus evil. It's a clash of ideologies. T'Challa represents tradition, honor, and a cautious approach to change. Killmonger represents revolution, righteous anger, and a radical vision for the future. When Killmonger arrives in Wakanda, he doesn't just sneak in. He walks right into the throne room and issues a formal challenge for the crown. And according to Wakandan law, T'Challa has to accept. The ritual combat that follows is brutal. Killmonger, a product of Black Ops training and relentless determination, defeats T'Challa and seemingly kills him, throwing him over a waterfall. For a moment, it seems like the legacy of T'Challa is over. Killmonger becomes king. He takes the heart-shaped herb and orders the rest of the garden burned, severing the connection to the past and ensuring he is the last Black Panther. His plan is set in motion. Wakandan weapons are being shipped out to operatives across the globe. This is where T'Challa's fight for honor becomes a fight for the very soul of his nation. He survives, saved by the Jabari tribe, a group that had separated itself from Wakandan society. Healed and humbled, T'Challa realizes his father made a grave mistake. By abandoning his nephew, T'Chaka created the very monster that threatened to destroy them. T'Challa understands that Killmonger's pain is real, even if his methods are destructive. This is a turning point for our hero. He's no longer just defending his father's legacy. He's ready to forge his own. He returns to Wakanda not just as the rightful king, but as a changed man. The final battle isn't just a physical showdown. It's an ideological war fought on Wakandan soil. The Dora Milaje, led by the fierce Okoye, and his sister Shuri, rally behind him. The fight is epic. T'Challa and Killmonger, both powered by the heart-shaped herb, both wearing Panther suits, clash in the heart of the Vibranium mine. But this time T'Challa isn't just fighting for the throne. He's fighting for a new vision for Wakanda, a vision that acknowledges the mistakes of the past and embraces a more connected future. In the end, T'Challa manages to defeat Killmonger. But in his final moments, he shows him mercy. He carries Killmonger to see a Wakandan sunset, the beautiful sight his father had always promised him. T'Challa offers to heal him, but Killmonger refuses, choosing death over bondage. His last words are haunting, summarizing his entire life struggle. He'd rather die a free man than be imprisoned. Killmonger's death is not a simple victory for T'Challa. It's a profound lesson. He understands that you can't build a future by hiding from the world. True honor isn't just about protecting what's yours. It's about using your strength to help others. In the aftermath, T'Challa makes a revolutionary decision. He goes before the United Nations and reveals Wakanda's true nature to the world. He chooses to end centuries of isolation, not with weapons, but with outreach, sharing Wakanda's knowledge and resources to build a better world. He establishes outreach centers starting in the very place where Killmonger's journey of pain began. This is the ultimate evolution of his character. He starts as a prince bound by tradition, becomes a king defending his legacy, and emerges as a global leader building a new one. He fought for his father's honor, but in the end, he defined his own. He learned that true leadership isn't about being perfect. It's about learning from your mistakes and having the courage to choose a different path. T'Challa's story is a powerful reminder that our legacy is not just what we inherit, it's what we build. It's about the bridges we create, not the walls we hide behind. He is more than just a superhero. He's a symbol of hope, progress, and the enduring power of fighting for what's right, not just for yourself, but for everyone. The king who fought for legacy and honor ultimately became a king who created a legacy of unity and a new definition of honor for the entire world. Wakanda forever. Thanks so much for watching. What part of T'Challa's journey resonates with you the most? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. See you in the next one.